Jimin, where are you? One very beautiful boy come and see Jimin sit on the stairs. He ran to him and sit beside him. Jimin, I am calling you from past 5 minutes. Where were you lost? Jimin, nothing. Tay, I am just reading book. Sorry, what happened? Tay, you are too much. Jimin, we have to go Korea. Why you forget that? Jimin, Tay, I don't want to go Korea. Tay, but why? It will be fun. Jimin, Tay, I don't know. I just don't want to go. Please stay. Jim, please don't said no. We do fun there. Jim and Tay, we don't know anyone there. Tay, we know each other. It's enough now. Come. Tay, please. He shows his puppy eyes. Jimin sign and smile. He nodded and Tay become very happy. Tay, now come. We have flight in some hours. Jimin, okay, let's go. And they both run inside the house. So babies Tay and Jimin both are brothers and besties. Their family plan to go Korea to meet their relatives and granny and he is so excited, but Jimin he is not interested at all. He said what she do in Korea. They come London when they are 5 years old. So now they don't know anyone. That's why Jimin is saying he don't want to go. Everyone is busy in their own work, but someone come and grab their attention. Granny, why are you standing there? Come and sit. He went to his granny who smiled and smile at him and sit on the couch. Granny, God bless you, my cookie. Jungkook smiled to see his granny. Mrs. Min, Mom, you are here. You call me if you want to say something, Granny. No, I call. No, I call with the Hyunji. Jimin, Mom. She said they are already here and coming. Mrs. Min, oh, how how can I forget that, Granny? That's why I thought to inform you, Mrs. Min. That's good you inform me, she said and smiled. She's so happy she met her best friend after so many years. Jimin and Yoongi mom are best friends, and then she started to do the preparations. Mrs. Min, Jungkook, baby, where is Yoongi? JK, mom, she is in office. I'll stand in the entrance waiting for Park family to come. So guys, Mr. Park and Mr. Min are brothers. I don't change their surname, so please cooperate. Then one car in the mansion. Then one car come in the mansion. I'll become so happy and the car door open. One beautiful lady come out from the car and meet with everyone. Mr. Park also meet with his mom and everyone. Tay and Jimin stand there silently. Tay, Hyun, come, let's meet with them. Jimin, Tay, I am so confused. You go first. He said. Tay nodded and he got to meet Tay. Hello everyone. Jungkook heard a voice. He looked at the boy and looked lost in his beauty. Jake is so beautiful, he said, and everyone started staring him. Tay looked at him. Excuse me. He looked at Jungkook and raised his eyebrow. Jimin see them and smiled. He recognizes Jungkook. The auntie, your house servant is so. He said, and Jungkook eyes wide and JK, what servant? Mrs. Park, Tree, baby, he's not servant. Mrs. Min, yes, your cousin Tay up. Sorry, Jungkook look into another side and make up out. Sorry, Jungkook. I am just teasing. I'll smile to see them and Granny see Jimin. Granny, Jimin, baby. Jimin is nervous. She smiled to see Granny and went to her and she hugged Jimin. Granny, my Jimin, baby. How are you? Jimin, I am fine. Granny, tell me about you. Granny, I see you all now. I am fine. Jimin back and see Mrs. Min. Mrs. Min smiled to see Jimin and hug him. Mrs. Min, my baby, you become more beautiful. Jimin lightly smiled. Jimin, I miss you so much. Mrs. Min, oh my baby. JK, hello Jimin Hyung. Jimin, hello Cookie, how are you? JK, I'm fine. Hyungi, what about you? Jimin, I'm also fine. Jungkook, it's really nice to see you. You become so handsome. Jungkook, thank you so much. That's why you are my favorite. Don't take it on heart, my Hyung have. My Hyung have habit to pass fake compliments so you don't feel bad. Jimin Tay, JK, leave him Hyung. He don't know what's the real beauty. You come inside, Jimin chuckle. They all sit on the couch. Elders are talking with each other. Jungkook and Tay as usual, bickering with each other. Jimin sit there silently, and then a handsome man enter in the living room. He wear black color blazer and he remove his glasses. Jimin see him and he lost in him. Hello everyone, his voice is cold but calm. He's perfect from everywhere, totally perfect. Mrs. Park, hello son, how are you? Yoongi, I'm fine and how are you? Tay, Yoongi, how are you? Yoongi, I'm fine. Tay, what about you? Tay, fine. He gave him his famous gummy smile. Yoongi eyes fell on the figure who is staring him. Yoongi saying him, Mrs. Park, Jimin. Reality hits Jimin, Mrs. Park's son. You both must be tired. Go to your room. Jimin nodded and he don't look at Yoongi again. Jungkook, come Yoongi, I will show you your room, he said, and Jimin called Tae. They both go from there with Jungkook. Mrs. Min, Yoongi, I come back after fresh up, he said, and go from there. Mrs. Spike and Min look at each other. Jimin and Tae come in the room. JK, Yoongi, if you want something, call me, okay? Jimin, thank you so much, Jungkook, for this much respect. JK, don't say like that, Yoongi. Uh, Jimin, Tae, such sorry to Jungkook. Tae, Jimin, I'm just kidding. Everyone know. Jimin, still Tae, such sorry. Tae, Jimin, Tae, JK, it's okay. Jimin, Yoongi, I really don't mind it. Jimin, still Jungkook, everyone have self-respect, so it's not good. He have to such sorry. They fine, Jungkook. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for what I did. JK, it's okay. I don't mind it. You realize your mistake. It's enough. And now don't say sorry. His voice is so soft. They smile to see him, and Jimin smile to see them together. Jimin, you both stay here. I am going outside. I am going outside. He said and go, leaving Jungkook and Taeyong alone. He smiled to see JK, sit. Did that much busy even forget me good, he said, and Jungkook hold his hand and bent down in front of him on his both hands. JK, how can I forget you? Uh, have you ever seen someone forget to breathe? Jay, you don't know how much I miss you, Jungkook. Now I am tired. I can't stay without you. JK, you are here with me right now. Why are you crying? No, I want to stay in your not like this. Jungkook sees so many emotions in his eyes. JK, you will soon. Don't cry now, okay? And be careful. No one got to know about it. I know. JK, wipe his tears. JK, now you take some rest. Okay? We will meet on dining table. Tay nodded and Jungkook go from the room. Uh, Tay Cookie, Jungkook turn and see Tay. If you see Jimin somewhere, then please send him in the room. JK, okay, he said, and go from there. And Jungi come in his room. He sit on the bed for some times, and then he go to take shower. Jimin come in the room. He's seeing the whole house, and then he see the door open. No one is in the room, and she come in the room. He start to see the room. He see the every corner of the room carefully, and went to the bed. He touched the bed and see the picture beside the side table, and the picture is fall on the table. He about to hold the picture, but then he heard the door unlock voice, and Yoongi enter in the room. Jimin becomes scared. He thought no one is in the room. Jimin, I am sorry. I thought no one is in the room, so I come inside. Yoongi, it's okay. Jimin, uh, sorry. He leave the picture and go from there. Yoongi notice Yoongi easy see the picture. But if he see, then why he react like this? He went to the picture and hold in his hand. He see the picture and smile, and then place the picture on the table properly. In night, everyone sit on the dining table. Mr. Park, Jason, where is Jimin? Dad, I asked him. Come, but he said his head is paining. That's why he don't come and sent me. Mrs. Park, why you don't tell me before? Wait, I check him. Is he okay or not? Mom, he is okay now, sleeping. Maybe he starts. That's why they all start doing their dinner. Expect one person. Mr. Min, Yoongi, why are you not eating? Yoongi, I'm not in mood. Dad, I will eat later, he said and go. Mr. Min, what happened with him suddenly? JK, maybe he is also not hungry. Teja, and then they started doing their dinner. JK said, Jimin Hyung, come on the rooftop. We four sit there. I talk with Jimin Hyungi. If he agreed, then sure, JQ take Jung Hyung there. I talked with Jimin Hyung. He said and passed him a smile. Yoongi Tae, what are you doing? Tae Young, I planned something. Jimin, okay, but why you take me here? He about to speak, but hear some voices. Jimin, Jungkook, what are you doing? Jimin look at Yoongi, and then he look at Tae and Jimin. Sorry, Jungkook. JK Hyung, Tae planned something. That's why I call you here. Jimin, now what you plan, Mr. Tae? Trey, relax, bro. Nothing much. You said you don't know anyone here, right? So I thought we spend some times with each other and play some games. It will be fun. Jimin, it's mean I'm right. Mr. Park Jae-young, we have to wake up early in morning. I think you forget. Jae Yoongi, it will be fun. Please see Yoongi is also ready. JK, are you ready? Yoongi, yeah, I am. Jimin, okay, fine, but not for a long time. Jae Young comes and let's play something. Leave it. Jimin nodded and they decide to play. Truth and dare. I spin the bottle. Jimin, no, I spin the bottle. You always do that. You always do this. Jimin winked at him and everyone chuckled to see his action. Junggi smiled to see him. Jimin spin the bottle and the bottle stopped on Jungkook. Jimin, truth or dare? Jiki, for now, truth. Jimin, okay, so Jungkook, tell me without any hesitation you loved it. He said he. Everyone shocked. They looked at him and then Jungkook. Jimin said, Junggi, yeah, Yoongi, but how you know, Jimin? It's clearly visible on your face. JK, you can't easily read the expression. Jimin, maybe or maybe not. He said and think something. Jae Yoongi, please don't tell anyone. Jimin, why would I? They make up out. Jimin smiled. Jimin, it's okay. Talk with mom. Nothing happened. Don't wait. I promise to talk with Auntie. Yoongi staring Jimin, who sit there silently. JK, so Mr. Taeyang, trust the truth or dare? Tay, dear, JK, okay, Tay, my dear. JK, confess your feelings now. He said, and Tay become angry. Tay, I am not going to do that. Jimin, Tay, it's your dear. You have to. Tay, Yoongi, Young said something. Yoongi, Tay, why you choose dear first? Now you have to. Tay roll his eyes and stand up. Jungkook see him and stand up. Jimin smiled to see them. Tay, Min Jungkook. Would you like to become my life partner? He said, and Jimin smiled. Fate Yoongi staring him like Jimin remembers something. Jungkook chuckled to see him. Jimin take the glass of water and drink a little bit. Yoongi in mind. What happened with him suddenly? To turn he see Jimin. To Yoongi, what happened? Jimin, nothing. I am fine. JK, you are not looking okay. If you want, we should finish this game here. Jimin, I am sorry, guys. I spoiled your whole plan. JK, it's okay, Hyung. What happened? What happened with you suddenly? At least tell me. Jimin, I don't know. I'm going. He said and go from there. He don't care about his accessories, his mobile. Just run from there. Yoongi, what happened with him suddenly? I said, Mom, that many times. Tell Hyung everything. Yoongi, Hyung, you know, tell him everything. Young, it is more bad for him to react like this. This is this he must be feeling something. He come here to remember something. That's why he react like this. Yoongi, why are you not telling him the truth? According to mom, dad, if we tell Hyung, he takes stress and it's not good for him. Like this, it's okay. JK, relax. Go and check on him. He is fine or not, he said, and Tay nodded and he go. JK, Young, don't be tense. He will be fine till morning. Next day, Jimin sleep all night peacefully. He just feel like he already see all this, and he come here before also. That's why he feel, and now he is fine. And with Yoongi, he didn't sleep for whole night. In morning, he got to know Jimin come in the garden for fresh air, so he come in the garden. In the morning, he come in the garden. He find him and in the whole garden see Jimin sit on the swing. Yoongi sign and went to him. Jimin is in his thoughts. Yoongi go and stand in front of him. Jimin see him and pass him a small smile. Yoongi, you are here. Jimin, I just want to take some fresh air. That's why. Yoongi, still you are new here. You don't go outside alone. Jimin, I don't feel like I am new here. It's feel like I come here before also. Yoongi, Jimin, Yoongi, I don't have anything to say. Tell me you had and lost your. Jimin, I lost my precious 2 years. You know, I always ask mom, dad, tell me what happened in my past 2 years, but they never said, and they said I take stress and it's not good for me. Even they stopped it also, but they always said one thing that 2 years was the perfect year of my life. I don't know why he said he, but sometimes I also feel the same. I lost my something precious. Why it's happened? Yoongi, Jimin, you want to know your past? I mean, if someone tell you, can you trust him? Jimin, blindly. I want to know everything. I just want someone tell me. Yoongi, same. Jimin, they always said I have a connection with Korea, deep connection, but I don't know why he said all this. Tears roll from his eyes. Yoongi, hey, don't cry. Jimin, last night I spoiled everything. That's why I am. Not like that. Jimin, you don't know how much I am happy to see you here. Jimin, you know what, Shungi? No one believed me, but on that day I am not alone. Someone is with me. He hold my hand tightly. Even he get more during saving me. Jungi, you know who is the person, Jimin? That's the matter. I don't know who is he. I always see myself with someone in my dreams. Sometimes I feel like I am. He closes his eyes. Jungi, what, Jimin? Jimin, I am mad. And mom said, it's just I am thinking too much. But Yungi, you know, when you belongs to someone, the feeling is different. I don't feel myself alone. I don't. Yungi, don't cry, okay? Everything become alright. Jimin, I want to remember everything. I want to know who is he, who is with me. He hold my hand, he saved me. If he's not with me, maybe I am not in this anymore. On that time, on that time, complete. Mm. Complete or not, I don't know what is my past, Yungi. Jimin, I said everything become alright. You can trust me. Mm. Jimin said, Jimin and Jungi come in the room. Mrs. Park, you both are together. Jimin, we meet in park, so we come together. Mrs. Park nodded. Jimin, Sitae, and Jungkook stand there while looking down. Jimin looked at Jungi, who is also blank. Jimin, what is happening here? Mrs. Park, you already know they both are each other. Jimin, how you know? Mrs. Park, I asked from you. Jimin, I know, Mrs. Park, and you don't like to tell me. Jimin, I decided I talk with you, but before me, you got to know that's good to finalize the engagement. Mrs. Pa, are you mad? Jimin, they think they don't have any match. Jimin, look at Trey and Jungkook. Jimin, I don't think they are looking perfect together. What you said, Yoongi? Yoongi, yeah, you are right. Mrs. Park, you know very well he is not the member of Min family. JK feel bad. Jimin, he is human. Right, he is independent. Right, he's a good boy, perfect for Taeyang. Right, then that's not the matter. He's the real member of Min family or not. Decide the engagement. That's good. Mrs. Sparks, you don't know about all this. Jimin, I know everything now. Please leave that all things, family and etc. Please, they love each other. They are happy together. Finalize their engagement. If you don't do, then I do. Mrs. Park, are you mad? Jimin, you know what? We are going back. Pack your things. Stay, please, mom. Jimin, mom, I already lost my 2 years. I don't know what happened with me on that years, but I know the value of time. I don't waste my brother time in crying for the sake of his and many more. No one is going. Mrs. Park, we are going. Jimin, okay, then you and dad go. Me and Tay, we are here. Mrs. Min, you are not ready to understand. Jimin, aren't you aware yourself? Please don't, and don't worry. We don't stay here. We go on some other place. Mrs. Park, okay. No need to come, Jimin. We will not come until you accept them, Mrs. Park. What happened with you, Jimin? Jimin, same question I am asking from you. Ma, what happened with you? Why are you reacting like this? You can't even see your son happiness. Mr. Park, let them do whatever they want and then they have to come back, Jimin. Jungkook, think once again. You can act and take responsibilities. Yoongi, of course he should. JK, Hyung is right, and I am ready. Jimin, then take stand for your Tay. Leave this house. JK, I am ready to do everything for Tay. Tay is crying. Tay, mom, please. Mrs. Ban, look into another side. JK, Granny, hope so. Here, I do something for you, but please forgive me, son. Jimin, uh, um. Me and Granny, it's enough for me. Tay hug Granny. You can clearly see tears in Jimin's eyes. He know how much Jimin loves his parents. He may try to act he don't care, but his eyes don't said lie. Tail look at his mom, who look into another side, but he hug his dad. He don't give it any response. Tail sorry dad, but I can't live without him. Him back and Jungkook hold his hand. Jimin, you know where you have to go. Mrs. Park, you, Jimin, you also no need to come. Jimin, as you said, mom. Jimin turn Yoongi, wait, mom, you are doing wrong with Jungkook. He always respect you, love you like you are his mom. What you are doing with him, Mrs. I also love him, but I can't accept this, Yoongi. Okay, then I am also going. Call me when you accept them. All shocked, Yoongi look at Jimin, who smiled lightly to say him to be continued.